What's up guys, Eddie from Rucker. Recently me and Paul went to Normandy, France to celebrate the 75th anniversary of D-Day. We also did the 75km star course. It was an awesome experience. This video is just an AAR of our star course event and some thoughts and tips and tricks for a star course. Hope you guys like it, and by the end of this video we're gonna have a giveaway, so stay tuned.
What's up everyone, this is Rucker Eddie.
And Rucker Paul here.
I know we haven't posted any videos. Yeah, I don't think we posted anything so far for this year, huh?
No.
I've been slacking off. But yeah, we just got back from Normandy, France. We went for the 75th anniversary, D-Day 75th anniversary. We signed up for the star course, and we also signed up for the double tough. But because we're pretty much destroyed by the star course, so we didn't do the double tough.
Unfortunately. But
today's video is gonna do a quick AAR for Normandy star course. It was around 75 kilometers, and for the US folks, that's like what?
It's about almost 46, yeah. 47?
I think it was 46, yeah. 46 miles. So that was a pretty awesome experience. So far, we've done 2 star course back in here at home. The first one was the San Francisco one.
Yeah.
That was last year? Yeah, it was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, it didn't feel like last year.
And then the second one was in LA, which was earlier this year. I think it was like March.
Yeah, that's right,
March-ish, yeah. And then the Normandy, which was earlier this month. And I would say, I mean, they're all pretty tough in their own way. Yeah. I mean, for San Fran, like
we had hills for that one.
There were
lots of elevation gain.
Yeah, and then for LA, we just the boring sceneries and the heat.
Yes, once the sun came up right around, actually about mid-morning, it started getting rough.
Yeah. And then Normandy, it was tough too. There were like a few areas that was pretty tough.
Mm.
Especially like when one of the, in between one of the waypoint to Omaha Beach. We'll talk about later, but I mean, yeah, for both. I mean, for all 3 of them, they all have their own like
challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Normandy, we started at Utah Beach, and for this star course, I believe we have 14 waypoints that we have to hit.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, 14. I have the waypoint. So it took us what, like
18 hours. Just over 18 hours.
Yeah. And I'll say in the beginning we were doing pretty well, but both of us, like, we wore the wrong shoes. I mean, Paul, he wore the same shoes that he wore for the LA star course. And then I was supposed to switch my Mac V1. But then because the carpooling was other GRTs, and then I was kind of in a hurry, and then when I was in the car, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to switch my shoes. So I was just wearing my like regular shoes that I wear every day. But I mean, I still finished. We still finished. But yeah, we just
pretty much we pushed through.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning we pushed, and we didn't really take breaks. Not that many breaks, I think.
No, we kept it. We tried to keep it as light as possible, trying to keep moving as much as possible, and as at a fairly brisk pace.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, our pace was pretty good. I'll say our pace.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually start slowing down, especially like in the morning.
Especially the section in particular between the D-Day Museum going up to the German cemetery.
Oh yeah.
That was long, with a fairly gentle incline going up most of the way. So
yeah, what Paul was talking about was I forgot how many miles was that, but it's kind of like the selection, the longest walk. It was from I forget the number for the waypoint, but it's this museum called the D-Day Experience. From D-Day Experience we have to get to the German cemetery. Yeah, Lakembe German War Cemetery. Yeah. So yeah, that one was just like
that's where the shoes or the bad shoe choices really took into effect.
Yeah. But then there was another one from the American Battle Monument at Point du Hoc. So Kadri Dan suggested that there's like a shortcut that we can take along.
Shortcut.
Because Point du Hoc is like on the cliff near Omaha Beach, and then that was like 100-foot cliff. And then Kadri Dan was saying like there's like a shorter route that we could take, just going along the coast. Then we can reach Omaha Beach. So we took that route, and I forget the time when we started that route, but yeah, that part was pretty brutal.
Yeah, it stretched on and on.
Yeah, it's like never ending. You kind of feel like you're stuck in
I guess I don't know, a time loop of sorts.
Yeah.
Walk into one
field. It just looks the same. It's just like fields of wheats, and yeah, that was pretty bad. Like you clear one field and the next one's the same. He's like, wait, I thought I just finished this part. And then when you thought it was like the end, and then like you get to the end. But then it's not the end. It just continues on.
The exact same scenery again.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat at least who knows how many times. You kind of lost count.
Yeah, then you kind of start hallucinating a little bit. Yeah. Well, I kind of saw my spiritual animal. Yeah. I was like, alright man, guide me, get me out of here. Yeah, that one. I think that one for me was the worst part of this whole event.
definitely. Agreed.
Anyway, okay, so let's start from the beginning. Yuki wants to start back. Anyway, so our first waypoint was Utah Beach. Surprisingly, a lot of folks showed up. Yeah, then we had like 100 something, 140, or 150 something people showed up, according to Karud Open Mic. I think they had, we had 20 something team. Yeah. So they were kind of giving like a brief what did it say? Briefly going over like all the safety stuff, and then Jason and Emily, they came in late, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, they were there, and we had a group photo, and that's when the event started. So our first waypoint was, we call it the Instagram.
Yep. Second.
So yeah, this was the first waypoint. Right?
This is Higgins' boat.
Higgins. Oh, okay, yeah. Higgins Boat Monument. It was a life-size replica of the boat. And then running from the boat were sculptured by Fred Pop. That was the silhouette right there. But yeah, I can see everyone like taking a selfie for the first waypoint. And then from there, our next one.
Let's switch it over. Born 00.
Oh yeah. Start of Liberty Road. So the Liberty Road marks the route the 3rd U.S. Army of General Patton and the French 2nd DB Armored Division following the 1944 during Operation Cobra. So that one was super close to the first waypoint, which is kind of down.
Yeah.
A couple. I would say that.
Yeah. Pretty much like I guess like a milestone starting point.
Yeah. And then the next one was the Richard D. Winters Leadership Monument. If any of you saw Better Brother, it was Captain Dick Winters. So this is a leadership monument dedicated to the memory of all junior U.S. military officers who served on D-Day. It's pretty cool. And then along this route, which pretty much is all farmland, it's a lot of horses and cows. And then from there, our next one was the Airborne Museum. I think that one took a while to get to, huh?
Yeah, at least I would probably say what felt like. Let's see. By this time, it was already the sunset. So
by the
over
way,
there,
the sun sets pretty late.
Yeah, about 10 o'clock, give or take.
Yeah, it's still pretty bright.
So this one is probably, I would probably say somewhere around midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning, probably.
Yeah. And this one, yeah, the Airborne Museum. This museum is dedicated to the memory of paratroopers of the 82nd and the 101st Airborne Division of the U.S. Army, who parachuted into Normandy on the night of June 5th to 6th, 1944. And the next one, next waypoint, I think this was just down, well, not I wouldn't say down the street, but it was close by.
About 5 minutes maybe.
Oh, the 505? Yeah. AAR Memorial. Yeah, I think from after this one, was this the longest walk after this one?
No. It's coming
D-Day
up
experience. Yeah, the next one was D-Day experience.
So this one was
this was the
fair. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, this one was a fair bit of a distance actually, going from one point to the next.
Yeah.
We were walking along the highway, like following.
Pretty much like darkness. There's some street light at some areas, but not all. So after we took a break, like a long break. We filled up, the water and stuff, and we started our longest walk.
Yep, this one cuts across. Actually, quite a couple of cities. It feels like a couple towns, going from essentially from the peninsula or inland towards the peninsula, and I think it was about 14-15 miles, something like that.
Yeah,
pretty much it was long enough that by the time we got to the next point, it's already sunlight. The road just stretched on and on and on.
And then I forgot to mention that I actually bought a French baguette when they stick it in the back of my butt here, and that it was a lifesaver.
Yes, it was. It tasted amazing.
Yeah.
I think one of the towns we went through as we were the day was breaking, you can actually smell fresh bread being baked.
Yeah. That was like, I think it was like 4 in the morning. We were going through this little town, and
it's already after about like 10 odd miles, so that didn't help out too much. And then from there, it's a slight uphill up into the cemetery. It's almost like it's taking the back ways in particular, because like you would normally think that it's on the front side near the highway.
Yeah, it was like kind of like hidden somewhere up the hill.
Yeah, let's see if I got anything here. 1 second.
But yeah, so this is the Lacombe German War Cemetery. It is the largest German war cemetery in Normandy and contains over 21,000 German military personnel. And then the next one.
That was after this one was Maisie Battery.
Oh yeah. So the Maisie Battery is a group of World War II artillery battery constructed by the Mart near the French village of Grand Camp Maisie in Portugal. Yeah, we're like pretty tired by that time, and then we kind of just took a photo with the sign, the direction pointing.
It was pretty close enough,
and we call it good. And just move on.
I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can kind of see the overall view of the route here.
Yeah, so I guess when you see 5 to 6.
Yeah, 5 to 6 is a long walk.
Yeah,
Let's see, yeah, number 7. Easy Battery.
Yeah, I mean from the cemetery to Maisie, that one was pretty long too.
Because we were still cutting across farmland. I think at this point we were kind of limping or shuffling along.
Yeah, for sure we started slowing down a lot.
Substantially.
Yeah. And then from Maisie Battery we'll try to reach to the cliff, Point du Hoc. Oh, that little thing sticking out as Point du Hoc. Yeah. I guess we'll give a little information here. There was the American assault of Omaha and Utah Beach on June 1944. U.S. Army Rangers scaled the 100-foot cliffs and seized the German artillery pieces that could have fired onto the American landing troops at Omaha and Utah Beaches. At a high cost of life, they defended against determined German counterattack up on the cliff. And it was also there that I got to shake one of World War II veterans, and I forgot to ask his name and get a photo with him. My mind was not straight, not clear at that time. But I just saw him, I was like, oh, cool, so awesome. And then I just like, thank you for your service, sir, shook his head. And then we just moved on. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then from there, that's where we took the little
shortcut.
As you guys can see from there on the map.
Yeah, compared to taking the inroads here and following along the coastline or following inroads and then cutting back in here. We followed pretty much the cliffside the entire way.
Yeah.
And we'll reach at the end here towards the far side of Omaha Beach.
Oh, the dog.
Yeah, the dog sector and
oh yeah, Sector Charlie and Dog. Yeah. And then so I think. Yeah, when we got to that waypoint, we're pretty much towards the end.
pretty much into the final stretch.
Yeah. And then
here.
Yeah, that moment we just kind of like, yeah. It's like embracing the sun, digging in,
You just gotta keep moving.
like zombie mode. But
Yeah. Our feet were dead.
Step
Dead,
by
dead.
step. And then what sucks is, I think, was it 11? What was it 11?
I think, yeah, by the time we got to the beach, it was, I think it was already 1 o'clock? 1 p.m.?
I think so.
Yeah. It was sunny.
Yeah, it was pretty warm.
Yeah, the
Oh,
sun
it
was
could be all
beating down.
cloudy and this is gonna rain or whatnot, but didn't rain at all. But so waypoint 11, and oh, that was the monument. That was the Omaha Beach Memorial Monument. And so these monuments compose of 3 parts: the Wing of Hope, and Rise, Freedom, the Wings of Eternity. So right now it's like low tide. You go there at nighttime when it's high tide, like those are covered. Well, kind of half. Well, the bottom actually was covered by the water at night.
It's kind of hard to see, but that the shore is actually quite far away from here.
Oh yeah.
And then behind us is the cliffs, which is another bit of a distance.
Yeah.
So you can imagine when they actually landed here 75 years ago, just how much open beach they actually had to cover under machine gun fire the entire time. It was rough, needless to say the least.
Yeah. And then after the beach is the hills. They have to climb.
Yeah, we still got cliff sides to climb above that too.
Yeah, because that takes us to the next waypoint, which is number 12.
Yeah, I was trying to come up to the cemetery.
Yeah. So that's like a little hill that you don't see it from the map, but yeah. So we have to climb stairs to get up to the cemetery.
It's kind of walk through a park here that's full of sand, and then once you cut inwards, you just go up onto the hillside that who knows, goes maybe 100 feet maybe, but kind of ran into issues just right around this point right here.
Oh yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they closed it off.
I mean, yeah, that part, the gate was cool. So, like, to go around.
Yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to actually get up to, or at least access the memorial for which one was it? Forgotten Soldiers.
Yeah, the Garden of the Mist.
Yep. Closed for security purposes.
So I mean the whole cemetery, I think they're prepping for the big event. So yeah. Was this the? Well, no, that's not the second to last. Second to last was the 5th Engineer Special Brigade.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was this one. Located within the American Normandy Cemetery complex is a 4-sided memorial dedicated to the 35-man lost while attached to a joint Army-Navy command during the D-Day landing. And I believe the Karud? No. Oh no, the team that finished first. That one guy, I forgot his name. Yeah, he came up with photographer Nick. Yeah, because they already finished. So. Yeah, and then he told us that we have to go to
all the way to the
W61 KB.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to.
Point B right here.
Yeah. And then the end point is we see
it's right here,
the parking lot. So I have to walk to the end there, and then walk to. Let me walk to the last point, and then walk back to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of an extra distance right here, just to backtrack it. Here it is. There it is. Right there.
So
left up.
The WN61 strong point is located north of the plateau dominating the Valley of the Revolution. It is one of the 3 support posts in the village of Collierville-sur-Mer, opposite of Omaha Beach. But yeah, that was the last one. And then, that's it for the whole Normandy start course. I mean, it definitely was it was pretty
an
awesome.
interesting experience.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Kind of like just getting an overview of like what the American soldiers have to go through, you know, especially like the beach. Yeah.
See the countryside, what they had to go through.
It was really pretty compared to like doing it in the city, where they have like street lights and cars and whatnot.
Yeah. Here there is barely any street lights, and it's dark enough to actually see all the stars to come out actually at night.
Oh yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of just like when I was doing the longest walk, just keep looking up, just look at the stars instead of looking straight.
Excuse me.
And Paul played a little video that you made.
Oh yeah, just as pretty much you can see the entire route that we took compared to the to this route. You can see it's all in one direction, which by itself is already very different from the past star courses.
Yeah.
Because the past two were actually their round trip. This particular case, it's one way starting from Utah Beach on this side, and then coming back all the way, linking up to Omaha Beach. Yep. 75 kilometers away. So here we go. So pretty much this is our route, starting here from Utah Beach, and then heading inwards. Here we're headed towards to the St. Mary Église, where the Airborne Museum and Memorial are located. And now we're heading down towards to the D-Day Museum, or D-Day Experience. Yeah. See, we're just following pretty much along the highway. And then here's our first major break, and then now we're on the long walk, which just stretch. Yeah, first city, second city, and then a little blank, and then to nowhere, countryside. I think this is where we ate all your bread, so. Yeah, I forget the name of the town for this one, but I think this is where we, it was a very scenic town. Unfortunately, we don't have any pictures of it. Backtracking and then cut across for through more farmland.
Yeah, heading towards the beach.
Yeah, Maisie Battery.
Maisie.
Yep. And then onwards to Point du Hoc.
Yeah, that was a little hill that we had to climb.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, actually.
I think this is the part where we actually started climbing.
Yeah, it got pretty warm. So we took a break,
Yeah. We had to take a break, fuel up, and then head straight to Point du Hoc, which we just passed. And although it looks like we're actually going into the, going off of the cliff, we're really not off the cliff. We're just right along the knife's edge. following through.
So yeah, you guys could see like it's pretty long, and then just imagine it just like
the same field
after field of like weeds and tall grass and whatnot.
Yeah.
You just felt like you were stuck in there.
Yeah, we got stuck here. It kind of routed us into a bush and then right off the cliff, so we had to find our way around. And here we're walking along Omaha Beach near the last stretch. And then here, I think once we start turning inwards here, yep, there we go. Our attempt to get up to the Normandy Cemetery. And then to end point and then backtrack.
And that's it. Yeah.
75 kilometers, 18 hours.
One epic trip. I mean, it'll be, I'm sure it'd be more awesome if we could do the two toughs, but yeah. At least we got to explore Normandy, and we highly recommend if you can, next year go check it out.
Definitely.
I'm not sure if they're gonna have Star Course, but I know every year they have tough and light. I know there's one year that they had a HTL, but yeah, definitely it's worth it. Yeah. So, recommendations, or something that you want to add?
Let's see. Definitely
Shoes with the right
shoes. Oh yeah, without a doubt, for long distances like the Star Course, shoes are an absolute critical item to get correct the first time.
Yeah.
I don't think we did any. We didn't do much foot prep for this one. Actually, just tape was actually good enough in this case.
Yeah,
we didn't get that many blisters.
Yeah,
so
I don't have to move or anything. We just
yeah. So at least tape. Shoes with a good amount of cushion and space to expand.
yeah, like your feet expand.
Yeah, your feet will swell up
Yeah.
a fair bit. So if your shoes are snug now, then it's not going to be pretty.
Plus, like if you're gonna be wearing like thick socks, right? Then definitely like make sure. Yeah. Make sure like you have the right footwear. And so for our first Star Course, we how we trained was like we did like a test run. We didn't carry much, no weight plates. It just like water and food, and we did 38 miles.
Yeah.
We started from I believe on Redondo Beach all the way to Santa Monica and then try to get back, but like by then like, my leg was just like I just couldn't handle it, so we had to take a lift back or whatever. So that kind of gave us like kind of like a heads up and let us know where we're at and like what we need to train on,
what we needed to improve upon.
Yeah, and whatever adjustment that we need to make.
Yeah, especially with the shoes. I think for that we test drove. We took a couple pairs of shoes with us. I think just to make sure.
Yeah, I brought an extra pair, but then it takes up space. So
yeah, it's something to keep in mind. You only have so much space once you actually have water, so or water and food. So usually, like, you want one pair of shoes and a good one.
And I remember,
especially one broken in. So
yeah, so for my first one, I was wearing my old boots that I've been wearing for all my Goruck events, for my HTL and stuff. Yeah, I retired that one after the first start course. It served me well. It was just breaking apart. But, yeah. Definitely like something that like you've been wearing it a lot, you're comfortable. That's a must.
Yeah. In my case, I ran a set of old broken in trail running shoes. I tried running the Nike SFB shoes first, but my feet ended up being too wide for that. Well, kind of suffered in the first test run for it.
So footwear is pretty important. The food. Well, the thing about start courses, you can stop whenever you want. Though we don't recommend like taking too much breaks. Because like, you sit down and it's just like you don't want to get up.
that sounds about right. Plus, all your muscles will start tightening up at the same time, and it'll make that much harder to continue walking. Yeah, or like just the restart. So if you do take a break, you want to keep it fairly short. You definitely want to stretch or continuously stretch as you keep walking, and hydrate.
Yeah.
So.
And then I think it depends on where you're at, but usually since like start course, they're all in the city, so like I guess in the morning, a cup of hot coffee. So I mean, for LA, we like stopped by McD. We got breakfast, but I think we spent too much time in there.
Yes, too much time.
Yeah, it was coffee and breakfast. That felt pretty awesome at that time. Yeah.
Not much for the segments of walks after that.
Yeah.
Oh. That was halfway to Santa Monica Pier, and then we still had to walk back to say twice the distance.
Yeah.
So,
we'll do an AAR for LA one. Yeah, we'll combine the SF and LA one together.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. But yeah, I mean for start course, footwear, food, snacks, water, and I would say like when you train, you don't have to go do 50 miles in one shot. I would say just do like 20 or 25, and kind of just to see where you're at, and then just do like a consistent like 3 to 5 or 3 to 6 miles.
Yeah, every day, and then like on the weekends you can go for a longer one, maybe.
Yeah, that's what we did.
15 miles, at least 15 miles. Definitely for the training sessions, you probably also want to do more weight than you normally would for a start course.
Oh, yeah.
If you're under 150 pounds, you would do 10 pounds, and if you're over, you do 20. But for the training one, maybe you could do 30. Just to have you get used to the heavier weight,
Sure, yeah.
and then once you actually start the actual event with those
Because for Paul,
smaller weight.
because he thought we were gonna do the tough, so he brought his 20-pound plate. So he used 20 pounds for the start plate. Usually he only used a 10 pound, so that extra 10 pounds.
That extra 10 pounds killed me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So
I feel the pain.
yeah.
That's also the case for this particular start course, since it's overseas. So you can only you could only carry so much with you at the same time, and you'll end up having trade-offs. So definitely with the higher weight training, it will help out, or at least partially prepare you.
Yeah.
So.
And then for training, and for sure, it's better if you do it. Well, I mean, I guess you train and like you pick a team with the folks that again you've done events with, or you trained with. So like during the actual event, that you can count on each other, and then like both. I guess you and your teammates, you guys are all ready because you guys train together and stuff like that. Yeah, you can finish together.
Yeah, pretty much moral support.
Yeah. And I guess for us it's also because we had experience with Star Course, so when life sucks, kind of just like suck it in and we embrace it, and it's like at least we'll finish. Because in the beginning we're saying, oh, we're gonna reach top 3, aiming for that top 1 spot, and then later on it's like, I just want to finish.
Just finish. Yes.
So yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're gonna go for the top 3 spots, then definitely you need to run a
lot, train a lot.
Train, like, yeah. I mean, like for the first place, we're finishing
sub 14 hours.
Yeah.
So they were fast.
Yeah, it just like didn't stop or something. It just like straight. Yeah. But yeah. And that's.
Otherwise, yeah. Let's see.
That's all the advice that I can think
just trying to think of some for nav. So for nav.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll say because for this one, I think they gave us the waypoints earlier.
Yeah, they gave us the waypoints ahead of time, so we can actually plan out how we want to approach it.
Yeah.
But usually for a typical start course, you won't know any of the waypoints until you're actually at the start point, right before you start, and then do your planning there. So for something like that, you definitely want at least probably two different apps just to compare and see the routing. Because Google Maps itself works pretty well, but what it doesn't do very well with the route optimization, which a couple of other apps like I think Route for Me does pretty well, I think. And for the start course here, where you actually have where you can plan ahead a little bit, was Open Routes or Open Route Service.
Yeah, we'll put the links down in the description.
Yeah.
So you guys can kind of play around with it. And definitely just look at the map of the city that you're going to go through the start course. Kind of just give you an idea. Unless like you're local and you know the area well, then this has to be story.
It's a definite necessity. And then sometimes you have to be careful with some of the routing services that might take you onto the freeway, which is a definite no-no. So something to keep in mind, because most apps that do route optimization usually has delivery service / driving in mind than it is actually for walking.
Yeah.
So that's where you would actually have two different apps, one that does the route optimization, and then you have another one like Google Maps that'll take you from point to point to point, and it'll show you the it'll show you some footpaths that you might be able to take to help shorten the distance or speed up between places. So,
Paul speaking from experience with being a navigator for the team.
yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
Got lost a couple of times here and there, but I think 3rd time's a charm, and it's already down to an arc.
Yeah. Yeah, I think pretty much it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they're gonna have another Star Course in Normandy next year, we highly recommend you guys do it.
Yeah. Especially if you've never gone to, I guess, to France before.
Yeah, there's an excuse.
Yeah, an excuse to go to see new places, experience new things.
Normandy is nice.
Yes, it is definitely gorgeous out there.
Alright folks, thank you for watching this video. Hope it helps in some way. Either if you are training for your first Star Course, or you just want to know more about Star Course, and we'll try to put out more videos. Well, I guess I should say we should try to be more consistent with our videos. Anyway, until next time, this is Ramen Rocker Eddie.
And Ramen Rocker Paul.
Rock hard and eat more ramen. See you later.
Yeah.
Alright guys, for our first ever giveaway, we'll be giving away this awesome Goruck Normandy Star Course map. All you have to do is just leave a comment below, anything Star Course related, and we'll randomly pick a winner and mail you this awesome map. And until next time, I'm Eddie from Ramen Rocker. Remember, rock hard and eat more ramen. See you next time.